I just got an email from a woman asking me a very good question, and she was like, Wilding, I just discovered from a recommendation from a doctor to try UV light therapy for my eczema. What do you think? Is it good or is it bad? What's the deal? So I basically, it seems like almost every day now that I get an email that's asking a very similar question to this, like asking my opinion on X, Y, or Z, like whether it's oil pulling or detoxing or apple cider vinegar or some cream or something like that. And, my reply generally tends to be pretty similar. So this is kind of the way I look at it, right? Because there's a lot of different stuff floating around out there on the internet, okay? So the way I see it, there are only two types of treatments for eczema. There is the inside-out approach, and there is the outside-in approach, okay? So a classic outside-in approach would be like steroid creams. It would be UV therapy, brilliant example. And then an inside-out approach would be something like, a diet change, something like that. Now, this is where things get very tricky because they both have their positives and their negatives. One isn't like outright wrong and another one's totally right. So it's very, very tricky. Okay, so the outside-in stuff like creams and UV therapy and stuff like that, you get results quick. I mean, fast, like overnight. Like within a week, you're gonna see like results. You're gonna feel better, your skin's gonna look better. Here's the problem. It's not gonna last for the long term. It's gonna seem good and everything's going great, and then something happens. Your body develops a tolerance, or it just plain old stops working. I mean, I'm sure you've noticed that with like steroid creams and stuff like that. Your body develops this tolerance. You've got to use stronger and stronger creams. You've got to use more and more of it. And then it's just like one day it doesn't even work anymore. So that approach is flawed. If your goal is to get rid of eczema forever, which I highly recommend is your goal. If you've got a date, a cream can, like, you want to prepare for a date on Friday, cream can be awesome to help you, for the week to, like, get sexy, or something like that. So, and then, so an inside-out approach, which is like a diet, a diet change, which is what I recommend, is a lot more work. And you don't see those results immediately. I mean, it can take months for some people. Some people it takes a couple of weeks, but you've got to slog through it, but you see results, amazing results, and the best part is it's permanent. This is like gonna be for the rest of your life. You'll be healthy and your skin's gonna be great. You're gonna be feeling awesome. So, it's a lot more difficult, but it's also a lot more permanent, right? So an analogy I like to think about is a car. Let's say you get a car, and when you buy it at the dealership, they tell you, look, very important, only put this type of, gas in the car. Don't forget. And it's in the manual, and it's like a serious thing. So you buy your car, you drive it around, you're so excited about this new car, you just forget, and you put in the wrong gas for like a year, okay? And what's gonna happen to that car? It's gonna break down, the oil filter's gonna get all messed up, parts are going to explode. I mean, I don't know much about cars or whatever. I'm not a mechanic, but that car's going to seriously get some serious issues down the line, right? So how would you fix this? Would you go and get a paint job? Would you paint it a different color? Of course not. Would you get a waxing so it's all shiny and looks good? No, that's not going to change the running of the car. What you want to do is you want to pop that hood. You want to, get inside, see what parts are working, where the problems start, preferably get an expert to take a look, and then, of course, use the right gas, right? That's just like logic right there. So, and it's the same with eczema. Everyone's running around, getting a wax, changing the paint, and no one's looking under the hood and asking the big question, which is, why is this happening in the first place? What do I need? What big changes do I need to make? And the change is you need to change the gas, right? So diet, diet, diet. Diet's everything. You need to be eating the right foods in the right ratios and eliminating the problem foods. And then everything's easy. You know, I mean, there's this pain period, but then it gets a lot easier, you know, and it's a permanent solution. So yeah, so the next time you kind of come across a treatment or something and you're kind of wondering, you know, should I try this? Should I look into it? Should I give it a test? Should I research a little bit more? Think about it this way. Is it outside in or is it inside out? And that'll help you make a really simple, easy, quick decision and also put you in the right direction for sure.